Dakeho. I'm Charles Yu. I'm an author, screenwriter, and second generation Taiwanese American. And I am honored to have been invited to give some very brief remarks today on this special occasion, the occasion of the publication of Two Countries, my Taiwanese American Immigrant Story, which is, of course, the autobiography of Mr. Wu Li-pei. I have never met Mr. Wu in person, as far as I know. I think I would remember. I have had the chance to speak with his sons in recent years, but nevertheless, my life has been impacted by Mr. Wu's work, indirectly and directly, in ways small and large, over many years, in fact, decades. Something which I didn't understand as a child, but I do certainly understand now as an adult, and something also which my parents, Jin and Betty Yu, recently reminded me of, which was very helpful. So, the first way is just practical, right? I went to TACL leadership camps, youth leadership camps, starting from junior high into high school and beyond. I was part of the first TACL political internship program as a high school student. I had the honor and privilege of serving briefly on the board of TUF, Taiwanese United Fund. I just recently went to a TAP Orange County event. And of course, I've been to Taiwan Center on numerous occasions, to many events there. And all of which is to say that for 30 plus years, I have been going to events, participating in programs, joining organizations, gaining community, gaining friends, gaining life experience, gaining resume experience, having so many valuable parts of my childhood and adulthood tied up with these organizations that Mr. Wu either directly founded or significantly supported. And that's remarkable. I think the second way is very related to the first, is less tangible but more profound, which is, as I mentioned, from a young age, my parents instilled in me the identity of being Taiwanese American, and that both sides of that are equally important. That Taiwan is where our people come from, and America is where we are from now, and that we are that. They are that, I am that, and this identity, which in so many ways was such a part of the fabric of my understanding of myself that I could almost take it for granted. My dad just recently explained to me that that probably wouldn't exist, or it wouldn't exist, without the work of Mr. Wu, without the foresight and the vision and the leadership of saying, this is the identity that we coalesce around, Taiwanese American, that, that both halves, and that is the bridge from Taiwan to America. That we carry within ourselves both sides of that. And so I continue to be proud to use that term, to identify that way, personally and professionally. I am incredibly proud whenever I hear people use that term, both to self-identify or to identify others. Increasingly, I do hear it. And it just, I think, is such a mark of the important work and the success that Mr. Wu has had in leading the community with so many others to this place that we're at now. And so I just really want to take a moment to congratulate and celebrate all of that work, and then of course how it is now collected into one book, that not only celebrates that work, but chronicles Mr. Wu's life from childhood through growing up in Taiwan to his career as a banker in the US, his very successful career as a banker in the US, and then of course to forming organizations like TACL and supporting so many others. It's really quite an amazing life, and it's really wonderful to have this book as not just a collection of all of these things for our community, but for people outside of this community to be able to look at this and read it and understand Mr. Wu's life and his work and accomplishments. I think it's really great to have it all in one collected place. So I just want to congratulate everyone on the publication of this book, Mr. Wu, his family, and of course people like Lin Liao Butler, who I know were integral to the process as well. Congratulations, and it's really an achievement. So thank you again for the honor of being part of this in some small way, and I hope you can all enjoy. Thank you.